Here I am in the doghouse. No, my wife didn't throw me out. Don't have a wife anymore. There's Roxy. All right. This is inside my dog shelter. And so this here started off as a 9-foot by 9-foot chain link, square. And it just had a, you see that metal pipe? It just had a simple metal pipe like that. And then it had a simple one tarp over the top, which didn't even really cover the whole roof. And it didn't cover any of the sides, of course. But that was a good start. And then, so this is actually for my daughter's dogs. And the place she's living at temporarily, she's not allowed to have dogs inside the house. And so that's just how it is right now. And I decided to put a roof on this thing. And I'll tell you what, don't do this. This is too expensive. I had some extra PVC pipes. And I used to have an end table made of PVC pipe. I thought it was pretty cool. But anyway, I started getting into this. And I started realizing, oh my God, this is costing a lot of money. And then I realized I needed even more pipes because it has to support snow, And then I was already deep into it. So I'm like, oh, well, the hell with it. I'm just going to finish it. So here you got a PVC pipe frame. It's zip tied to that there. And these metal pipes come down, And then on the top of the chain link, it's just set right on top of the whole thing. And it's got endless amounts of zip ties. Those are really strong. It can't move. So then we got, put tarps all around the sides, as you can see. That, what you're looking at straight in the corner, that's not open. That's just a tarp that's lighter in color. You can see through it. So this is all covered. Now on the floor, this is plywood on the floor. There's 2x4s and there's 1/2-inch plywood to make a platform to keep moisture out and mud or whatever. And this is before we had the doghouse. Then we put straw bales around the perimeter to help keep any drafts down. Made it really cozy, actually. Then, winter is coming. Now, you can't heat this tent here. That would cost you, that would be like pissing in the wind. So I built this doghouse. And this doghouse, it's got to be big enough for 2 dogs. So it's 80 inches long, about 38 inches wide. You got a window here because dogs like to see what's going on. But I'll show you. You see this here is just like to keep the weather out. I do have another door, which didn't really work out, but I still have these plastic strips that are kind of like, in your grocery store, you'll see these. So I might put this on. But this is a 1x4 and 3/8 plywood on each side. And you'll see that L bracket on the floor. This is modular. All of this comes apart because it's too heavy to move. I actually weighed the whole thing. It's 500 pounds. I didn't realize just how heavy this lid was going to be until after it was done. But you lift up this lid, and you can see a couple of dog beds in here. Got electricity going into it. That's 14 gauge. This is called a Hound heater. That's the brand. Akuma Hound heater. It also has a camera built into it, which actually works infrared also. But see the L brackets? You can take this whole thing apart just as easy as anything. This lid is too heavy though. So there's your heater. You set the thermostat. Let me close this lid here. Ooh, don't get your fingers in there. That'll be the last time you see your fingers. See, there's the other side of the shelter. And so the heater, you set it on your phone. There's an app on the phone. And if you lose phone power or signal, the heater stays on whatever you got it set on. Right now it's set on 65 degrees, I think. She had a fan in the summer. That's a heavy gauge, that blue cord coming in. That's heavy, 14 gauge. All of that's like 14 gauge or bigger wire. There is also that, see, can we see it or not? There's actually a fuse. There's a 6 amp fuse, which should be plenty good enough. If that heater shorts out, it will blow. So let's step back out. I'm a big guy trying to get in here. Now this porch, I didn't want wind and rain blowing straight into this here, so I wanted some kind of like a porch. This is kind of overkill. But you see, that's treated wood on the bottom. That's 5/4 board. That's untreated wood on top, but that's why it's painted. And so you got a little porch here. Let me step out. A heated dog bowl, so it won't freeze. There's Roxy. This gate here used to be on the shelter, but now it's out here. So let me step out. Now it looks pretty ghetto from the outside. Bear with me. I'm way too big to be doing this. Okay. There's your porch. There's your ghetto shelter. And these dogs, you can lock them in there if you want, but we just leave it. They could push in and out. And they stay warm out here. So it hasn't really been cold, super cold yet. When it gets down to 0 degrees, I'll bet you it'll still maintain 60 degrees inside that box. But I may have to update the door, you know, with the plastic strips hanging down or whatever. So that's the deal. Right, dogs? All right, they like it.